NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors control the tap. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Lillard, deep left corner. Fires the three, cleaning the offensive glass. The follow won't go either. Toronto has the basketball. OG Anunoby against the Lehigh product. Here's a chance from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To Kent Bazemore. It's Lillard for two. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
The screen sets him up for two.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Whiteside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and we're even at 5. To Van Vliet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc and knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
McCollum with the basketball. They're down 3. That pass taken away by Toronto.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Portland has the ball. Lillard to Whiteside. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Hassan Whiteside. Couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Lowry into the front court. Up by 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the ring, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Over to the right side. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To McCollum. Beyond the arc for 3. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
For 3, buries it.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Lowry sizing up the all-star Lillard. Fires the three. Yeah, and Kyle Lowry adds 3 with that one. McCollum into the front court. 14-10 the score. Won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Van Vliet. Lowry. From long range. And Kyle Lowry. Muscle memory put to good use there.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
So you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Kyle Lowry with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Damian Lillard gets a look. Can't hit. McCollum with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. So Lowry. Fred Van Vliet. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to McCollum. Screen coming. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Here's a chance from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Lillard to McCollum. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Trailblazers take over. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lowry, he has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Wes Iwundu pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lowry sizing up McCollum. On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
McCollum into the front court. His guys down big. Whiteside to Stanley Johnson. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Marc Gasol knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Johnson to Nurkic. Johnson scores from the post.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Portland's got it. McCollum. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Right.
OG Anunoby matched up with Nurkic. To Van Vliet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's good.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
McCollum with the basketball. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in. Shot by Nurkic, but it won't fall.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Marc Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
And count the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
McCollum into the front court. He'll run the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Blazers, number 42.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys holding the big lead. And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And gets both to drop at the line. McCollum with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Got it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Lowry. Powell, guarded by Ryan Anderson. 4-3. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist is from number 31, Ryan Anderson.
Lowry with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. They work it down to Gasol. To Lowry. Beyond the arc for three. He made his first effort, but not that time. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lowry to Powell.
For Portland, number 24.
For three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. It's a second. One more coming. 3 for 3. Nice.
Into the game for number 20.
It's Portland ball. Short jumper misses.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Lowry. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. So Lowry. Stevenson to Powell. Easy path to the rim.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. To Powell. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Goes to the left side. Baseline drive.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lets it fly from long range. Well, he missed his first three from downtown, but he gets this one to go.
And it's called short-term memory. The good players don't have one.
Portland has the ball. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. First quarter is complete. It's been all Raptors. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Lillard to Stanley Johnson. Shot won't go.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Lillard to Stanley Johnson. Almost unlucky bounce. Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Time to shuffle things up.
Substitutions. Toronto.
And the basket good at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Stevenson. Curling inside to Powell. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Wesley Johnson rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lillard knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Has a chance. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended, but Norman Powell answers the call.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Lillard, ooh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Powell. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. Dwayne Dedmon with a piece. Oh, too much contact.
As a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. To Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Trailblazers with the basketball. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
To Stevenson. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Toronto with the basketball. To Stevenson. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Goes to the right side to Stevenson. Powell sizing up a column. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Dwayne Dedmon swats it. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Number 7, Skull Labissiere. And number 24,
Driving is Lillard, but a shot won't fall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup to Stevenson. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Trailblazers take over. To Whiteside. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Hassan Whiteside has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. He missed a pair of free throws. For three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Scalabrine trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Toronto has the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Lillard. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Powell. Fires the 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
McCollum into the front court. Down a bundle. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. From long range. He was all over him. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Down low Gasol. Marc Gasol. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend. Lillard to McCollum. Fires the 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Stevenson to Gasol. To Powell. Gasol. Works it up top. To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Stevenson. Powell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. McCollum with the basketball. His guy's down big. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Kent Bazemore at the line for 2 shots. 71% for his career. First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Into the game for Toronto, number 23.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense. It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Gets it in the right corner. To Lowry. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Van Vliet. 4-3. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense. Down the lane to lay it in.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Shot by Anunoby, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Powell. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. For 3. Not going down here. Lillard. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Curling inside. From the outside, no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Down low, Crowder. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Going the other way. To Lowry. Great pass to set it up. Jumper's good.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Marc Gasol sends it away. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fires the 3, and the Blazers clear the rebound. To Lillard. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. Lowry into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Lays it up and in. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Raptors put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Trailblazers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Portland Trailblazers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Lowry has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Marc Gasol tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Gasol to Lowry. Nice pass to set things up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Portland's got it. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Kyle Lowry sends it away and draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Alec Burks. Gasol. Lowry matched up with Lillard. From long range. Message received. Well defended.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Alec Burks to Powell. Gets it in the left corner. Powell, guarded by Ryan Anderson. Lets it fly from long range, smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lillard. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
To Gasol, down low. To Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lowry, now that's a contest. To Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Lillard. Fires the 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Alec Burks to Lowry. Gasol goes to the left side to Alec Burks. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Lillard with the rebound. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. It was right there. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, off the mark. No good to Gasol. Powell, a bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Damian Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Lowry into the front court. They lead it by 14.
Yo, clear out.
Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Powell. Burks takes aim at Anderson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good, off the mark.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
To Lillard. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Alec Burks. Pascal Siakam. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
OG Anunoby, couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. Pascal Siakam with the block. Hassan Whiteside. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
C.J. McCollum, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Goes to the right side to Alec Burks. 4-3. Well defended, but Burks knocks it down.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
McCollum into the front court. His guy's down 11. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
It's Portland ball. To Ken Bazemore. That pass taken away by Toronto. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Lillard. Marc Gasol pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Alec Burks. A pass stolen by Portland. The drive right to the basket. Marc Gasol. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
New blood coming in for both sides. Lillard to Whiteside.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Alec Burks to Stevenson. To Alec Burks. Stevenson to Alec Burks. For 3. Not that time. Lillard to McCollum. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Stevenson to Alec Burks around the perimeter. Hassan Whiteside rejects it. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Pass Pascal Siakam. He's got 2 shots coming. His career mark right now sits at 63%. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Portland has the ball. Probing the defense. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Gasol. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Gasol. Fires the 3, and Marc Gasol seasoned. They gave him space, and he drills the 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Johnson. From long range. Not done yet. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range, and he burns them.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Gasol. Alec Burks. Marc Gasol. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
McCollum with the basketball. His guys down big. Fires the 3. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
McCollum into the front court. Down a bundle. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Deep right corner. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Stuffs it down with authority.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
McCollum to Nurkic. Shot from in close, no good. Toronto with the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. He'll let one fly from half court. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Stevenson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the three.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Van Vliet. Works it. Fred Van Vliet. To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. To Van Vliet. Count the basket at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish. 4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fred Van Vliet, they work it down to Gasol. Has a look. It's no good. Great defense. Gets it in the left corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't really care that Fred Van Vliet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th man of the year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Spinning shot won't fall. To Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard for 2. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here comes the screen. And count the basket inside.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Pascal Siakam with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
I got ball. It's all me.
McCollum. To Ken Bazemore. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
I got it.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
For three, no good. That's great defense. Trailblazers take over. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Fires the three. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And counted at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Lowry against the Lehigh product. From long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Bazemore with the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Down to Labissiere. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pascal Siakam fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Another chip and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Marc Gasol swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Marc Gasol able to recover. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lillard to Whiteside. Knocked loose. That'll get out off the Raptors. So it remains Portland basketball. It's Lillard for two. Shot by Lillard, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Portland's got it. Lillard to Whiteside. And finishes strong.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Five to shoot for Toronto. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Gasol, good for two. Great footwork once again.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Ken Bazemore. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Off the mark. Damian Lillard. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To VanVleet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Raptors come away with it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lowry sizing up a column. He engulfed him that time. Goes to the right side. To McCollum. Whiteside. And scores. Strong take.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To VanVleet. A pass stolen by Portland.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To McCollum. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3, Toronto Raptors.
Lillard to McCollum. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I will be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Lowry. Short jumper stays out. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Oh, had him going there for a second. The pass set it all up. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors came away with the victory in this one. And of course I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3 ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Trailblazers just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Toronto Raptors had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games. for the Portland Trail Blazers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said.